Okay, this is really cool. So I've been working on this bash script for a little while now, and I actually have it so that the new backend for Pigeon ISP is using Talos Linux. And so what I can do is kick off cluster.sh, and it will kick off a Docker container locally on my system. But once it's done bringing up that control plane, it's actually going to SSH into my laptop, form a wireguard mesh, and that will bring up a cluster. This is awesome. So pretty much the script is running through. It is waiting for the main control plane to be available enough to apply some of my software manifests. And then it's going to drop into K9s. And we'll be able to see the cluster actually come up. This whole process takes about 2 minutes. I have a lot of other stuff I want to show you, though. So I'm going to skip ahead to this cluster being fully formed. And you'll have to believe me. Okay. So the cluster is up. It's running the control plane in the worker. It has proven to be far more difficult to record this demo than anticipated. And so over in Argo land, I can actually see that the applications are all deployed. I've got it deploying the control plane, Multus, cert management, the secret reflection, all the fun things. So what happens is when I actually load this level in Unreal Engine, all of these objects are going to reach out to Kubernetes through that API to create infrastructure to back them so that none of this stuff is going to run as game logic. It's going to run as real SaaS apps. And so these are all up at this point. So the top one is like door server to Metasploit. That will come up later. File Watcher, that is a hugely important one for this demo. It is the thing that lets the door controller monitor the SaaS app that is controlling this door. And so if I go up to this door and I hit open, the door controller will detect that this SaaS app wrote a 1 to a file in a virtual computer and accordingly will open the door. So what's really cool about that is that I can actually go over here, and because it's being exposed on my desktop, I can go to that website. It is a real SaaS application, and I can say close the door, and the game will respond to that. What's absolutely wild about this is that because ingress is being deployed on the worker as well, what I can actually do is go to my laptop right now, and I'm just going to bring the game up only. I have to figure out how to record this. And I will just go to door server on my local host on my laptop. And I just clicked open door. And I just clicked close door. And I can actually control the game state from any of the worker nodes that are running this infrastructure. It is absolutely mind-bending and wild. It is so cool. The other thing is that all of these services are tied to the states of these objects in game. So like with this Metasploit server, I can shoot it. It will kill off the backing service that was running. And so this sort of sets you up for a very wild integration of physical hardware in a virtual environment with shared state. This thing's so cool.